huge settlement in the case that sparked months of continued protests all around the country. The city of Louisville has reached a $12 million settlement with Breonna Taylor's family 6 months after she was killed by police in a drug raid. Her mother later filed a lawsuit against the department, calling the no-knock raid negligent and accusing the officers of excessive force. The settlement includes several police reform measures, including changing to the process for approving search warrants. The expansion of random drug testing for officers is also part of these changes. Still, during a press conference today, Breonna Taylor's mother said this settlement does not change her belief that the officers involved in Taylor's death should be charged in the case.
As significant as today is, it's only the beginning of getting full justice for Breonna. We must not lose focus on what the real job is. And with that being said, it's time to move forward with the criminal charges because she deserves that and much more. Her beautiful spirit and personality is working through all of us on the ground. So please continue to say her name.
Officer Brett Hankison, who fired shots blindly into Taylor's apartment, was fired in June. 2 other officers and the detective who requested the warrant are now on administrative leave. Coming up at 6, we're taking a closer look at the tension right now between the Black Lives Matter and the Blue Lives Matter social media campaigns and how leaders are now trying to bridge the gap between both sides.